And we're live.
I know off at the bottom of Africa, like off of South Africa, like that's like where the gigantic great white sharks are. Like that's where Discovery Channel goes to film the enormous 15 to 18 foot gigantic great white sharks. Like that terrifies me so much. I was going to ask you about that. Like does that never enter your mind? Like the shark when you're in the ocean, like especially if you're in an area where they are prevalent.
We're in Florida right now, and there's a lot of like water life activity, like sea life. But I mean, a lot of people get bit here too. But the thing that really scares me is we're going to Northern California and Oregon and Washington like next week for like a 2-week trip, and that's more scary to me. Like massive great whites, rather than like 4-foot spinner sharks, you know?
Yeah.
And the chances of getting bit are like a lot slimmer, but if you get bit in Northern California by a great white, you're dead for sure.
Yeah, right. Like I guess, you know, tiger sharks and great whites is big predatory. I mean, they're all predatory fish, but like, you know, like you said, like the smaller sharks, if it's a 4 or 5 foot shark, you get a gnarly scar and a story. But if it's a fucking 18-foot great white shark, you just get gobbled up, and they find you're bored with that giant like bite taken out of it.
I mean, they say, I've heard, I don't know how true it is, but they say in Northern California, like sometimes people just disappear surfing, and it's most likely a shark. But like, it's not the same, because I don't know if you guys remember that one summer when like 2 people got bit in North Carolina by sharks, and it was like a ridiculous, huge news story thing. But like apparently in the Pacific Northwest, if it happens, like there's no news coverage and everybody just forgets about it. So
that's one of my big fears. Like something about being in the water is I feel so vulnerable, especially like you know, like the bottom half of you in the water. That moment whenever you're getting up on a dock or into a boat and like your bottom half is still in the water a little bit, that last moment before you're safe is so terrifying to me, just because my brain starts like picturing one of those sharks just fucking swimming at 35 miles per hour straight up coming for my legs. And that scares me so much. It scares me away from that anything in the water, really. I watched Jaws as a kid, and it really sunk in deep.
You can do it to yourself so easily though, like especially surfing alone. It's like in the back of your head the whole time. You can either turn it into that situation or you can forget about it and surf. Because in like Montauk, New York, it's like, I guess there's sharks up there, big great whites. And I've been out there and it's just foggy and it's getting dark and it's like no one's around. You start like getting it in the back of your head and like,
you're like, wait a minute. Exactly. This is exactly how Jaws begins, right? Yeah. It's nighttime. You can hear the buoy out there. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh no, I'm blonde man number 1.
There's a girl out there. Come on, it's fun. Oh, fuck this. I'm going back in. I'm going back in. I saw the movie.
I'll be out there in a sec. Sharon, keep kicking. Kick wildly.
Something about it. If there's one other guy out there surfing with you, no shark problems whatsoever. When you're alone, oh my gosh, it's just nonstop. Every little jump in the water is a shark trying to kill you. Every white cap is another. Yeah, it's scary.
Why has no one invented a shark repelling surfboard? Right? Like why isn't there something on the bottom of that surfboard emitting a sonic noise?
Sharks hate?
You know,
what about
noise?
a scary picture?
I know the answer. I'm asking if you know.
A scarecrow.
Yeah.
What are
the bottom of the board should just be just some monster growling. I don't know. Maybe I'm picturing some sort of smell or some sort of noise, some sort of like a hypersonic noise, really high pitch, really low pitch, something that would, you know, turn the shark off. That would send it running.
Nope, that's not going to scare them.
They have a leash that does it, but someone got bit in New Smyrna Beach in Florida with the leash on.
Oh my God! They ate the shark repellent leash.
And the sharks hate Taylor. I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
Isn't there a sonic noise?
No. Yeah. Some biologists believe that, but I disagree. What it is you want a Japanese fisherman in full traditional garb with a spear in his hand and a very angry looking face. He's going to get you if you get any closer. Like, and he's like, fuck, I know that's no joke. Like, I thought next.
A shark fin soup chef. He's just over there
Put
like
that in our Google
sharpening the
Doc with
knives.
great business ideas. Exactly like that.
Look at the image. That exactly.
Shark's gonna be swimming up and then be like, it's not worth the risk. Like,
Liberia is directly on the opposite side of Africa from Somalia.
What is?
Man, Liberia.
Opposite sides.
Yeah, I think Somalia is on the east coast.
It's on this side if you're looking at a map.
I mean, Liberia is also not a beacon of safety.
No, but I found surfing in Liberia, and I was checking it out. But yeah, it's not. It's no good.
Where are the most sharks? They're on the west coast here, right?
Well, South Africa, like the spot I think you were talking about, probably the sharkiest in the world, I would imagine. Or Australia is pretty gnarly. But in the United States, I think it's Hawaii. Yeah,
Wow, Florida.
Florida, really?
Florida has the most sharks in the States.
There you go.
Most shark attacks.
I don't surf anywhere because any amount of sharks is
too many sharks.
Really, really scary.
Yeah,
Well, what's
sharks in
the
the Missouri River.
statistic on a shark attack? Like, the chances are pretty much nearly impossible, right?
They're much higher in the water. This isn't like a Saturday Night Live sketch, like Candygram, Candygram. like there are no sharks coming. There are no sharks coming in my bathtub, in my shower, in the pool. 0%.
Yep, it's the same way that I know I'll never fall 15,000 feet to my death because of a parachute malfunction.
Yeah,
because I'll never put myself in that position. If I fall that far to my death, it's because of a pilot error, or something like that. And I'm not alone. I'll be screaming with newfound friends. We'll all be walking to the either heaven or hell together.
Let's watch this 30-second video real quick.
Taylor, can you count it down?
3, 2, 1, go.
God! Oh my God!
Wow,
So, giant shark encounter, Barnstable Harbor, Cape Cod.
Holy!
Oh,
We
dude,
were just talking about that.
you gotta see Cape Cod shark versus seal.
Look
It's
at him.
Look how big this is. As big as the shark from Jaws.
Is that Lucy, the great white?
is that a fishing line in there?
Yeah, I think they.
Oh, they were trying to catch a fish, and then he ate the fish that they were trying to catch.
See, that is just that. That's a predator that's out there living in that fucking water, and it's gonna see a hairless monkey swimming along on a board and be like, never had one of those before.
well,
The thing's probably 100 years old.
apparently they don't want to attack humans. They usually mistake them for seals.
Yeah.
Then they should stop attacking humans.
Well, I guess that's a white shark. I'm
don't
guessing
have, like,
the other type.
Shark's Twitter, where you could share and like a half-eaten calf, be like, not for me. Like
They have a shark tracker, and you'd be really surprised. Like, there's one that comes off of Long Beach Island in New Jersey, like every summer or every year.
The same shark, you mean?
Yeah, she comes back. Mary Lee, I think. What was the one you
They
mentioned?
named it.
I thought it was Lucy, but I think it is Mary Lou.
Well, yeah. And Cape Cod's really bad. There's a video I saw on Instagram. It's like shark attacking a seal on the beach, like on the sand. And, dude, it's insane.
We should see if we can find that. So, like, when you're out there surfing, how much of your mind is dominated
New video is
by
just incredible.
fears of the deep versus, like, just loving it? Because I feel like it would be hard to ever distance yourself from that. Like, you'd always have, like, 40% of your mind stressing.
It depends on the day and the location. It's called Great White Shark Seal Attack on Cape Cod.
Chiz has got it.
Yep. I'm at 0.
But it's like depends on the location, because sometimes, especially in New England, where it is like notoriously sharky, a lot of the breaks are like rock waves like a mile out or like a half mile out, and your mind's going when you're out there. But in Jersey, it's like you're surfing 150 feet from the beach most of the time and not really thinking about it at all.
Are you guys ready to watch this?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
go
ready to watch. Oh, no, you're good. 3, 2, 1, go. And this one is Lucy.
I feel like it's distracted enough that I could go out there and take it right now.
A couple ice picks.
Oh, look at that
I could
seal.
go out there-
I can feel land.
Look at him bloody.
Oh,
So bad, that video. It's sad.
oh, he's really fucked up.
Well, is the shark going to come on the beach and get him?
There's so much blood. Oh, somebody shoot the shark. I hate those things. Like, right? Like they're just.
But the shark already got the work done. In that situation, I say shoot the seal, throw it back into the water, because
Well, of
that
course you
seal's going
shoot
to
the seal.
die anyway.
Yeah, I'd
Right?
shoot the seal. I'd shoot them
So
both.
give the shark some food. Maybe give it a last meal if you're just going to murder it anyway. Like, but I wouldn't murder the shark.
I would like to shoot a shark.
If I was being attacked by a shark, if that shark puts me in a self-defense situation, and I have one of those anti-shark air swords or knives or whatever, I can picture myself missing and dying. Because that's what's going to happen. Because I'm
Nah,
not
dude.
like, when you're trying to stab underwater, you're like, oh, I'm going to get you. And it's like, I've been doing this for 100 million years, so I'm going to go away real quick. And I know that your ape eyes can't see underwater, and then I'm going to bite your glutes off like in about 30 seconds.
Hamstring you. Those shark darts are just incredible weapons. Like it's it immediately puffs up the inside of the shark with a ton of CO2. Like I joke around about fighting the shark with the ice axes because you can't really swing them underwater. Obviously, like you have to get him on top of the water, and then I feel like to really do.
That's why you jump from the helicopter.
That's a good. I would want a spear like a pogo stick though if I'm jumping from a helicopter, where I've like got my feet on it and like all my body weight's coming down on it, and I just land on top of the shark and impale him. But if you miss, then he just eats you.
And you will miss.
I will miss. I absolutely will.
Then you just made a scene. Like,
And great white sharks like to wound their prey and then come back around too.
I don't like the sound of that. Although I don't really want to fight the shark that likes to immediately maul its prey to death in one frenzy either, right? Like
opportunities if you fail jumping out of the helicopter.
all right. I kind of just want to chum the shark up next to the boat and then just shoot it with an AK or something. Like he's got no chance then.
But then your probability for getting attacked probably goes up, I would imagine.
I'm staying in the boat.
I'm saying your chances in the future, like your energies.
Oh, do you believe in that sort of thing?
I do. With that, I would never.
You think that if you wronged a shark, that like that would mess up your karma, your cosmic energy, and then in the future maybe like you'd be out there in the waves and like a big daddy shark would just take one of your legs?
I think the chances would be higher.
Is karma like situational? Like if you cut someone off in your car, do you have shark issues, or do you have to wrong a shark to have shark issues?
I think you should have to wrong a shark.
I don't
Like
think it's situational. No, but if sharks are just in their own category with that.
That really
People
sucks
who,
that everything you do wrong contributes towards shark bites.
Yeah.
I think it should only be like major societal offenses, like the people at Subway or Chipotle who reach over the glass and point at the things they want instead of using their words like a fucking adult and saying, "I'd like a chicken burrito." They go, "I want some of that and this." Oh, are there people behind me? Do you not want my fucking skin flakes in your food? Like, no, of course you don't. So that guy, I'd be fine with being eaten by a shark. For sure. People who double park and their car's worth less than $1 billion. And there are no cars worth $1 billion. So if you're out there and you Bugatti Veyron, park in the back of the fucking parking lot and take up one space. You cunt. Don't take up two closer to the front. It's inconsiderate, and I'm going to spit on your car. I won't do that because that's inconsiderate too, and then I'm building up my own points.
Okay, George.